Professor Arthur Laffer, he's a fairly renowned American supply-side economist, and he's got, Yale, Stanford, Ronald Reagan, and of course, Donald Trump on his resume. While he may not have invented the very popular theory that tax revenues could rise if rates are cut, legend and serendipity have given him the credit and labeled it the Laffer curve. So now, what's cooking between Aamchi Mumbai and Laffer curve? Well, on the 26th of August 2020, the rulers of Mumbai did what very few, statist Indian governments do. That is, they hacked the stamp duty on property transfers to kick life into the COVID-dead real estate market. The 5% rate was very brutally trimmed to 2% until the 31st of December 2020. That's a 60% fall. The impact was magical. Home sales in Mumbai jumped by 67%. November 2020 versus November 2019. It was the highest number for November in the last, hold your breath, 9 years. And come December, stamp and registration revenues shot up nearly 60%. Yes, 60% over last year. That's from 2,700 crores to 4,300 crores. The total number of registered documents leapt by 92%. Now, this stunning vindication of the Laffer curve in Mumbai's property market has a very sharp lesson for Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who is, she's all over television asking for adventurous ideas, because she says this union budget is going to be the most important one in 100 years. That's a quote. But the ideas she seems to be getting are more of the, same. I mean, increase slap surcharge on the super rich and long-term capital gains taxes. Wow, I mean, she should really stay away from this one. High customs duties to give greater Atmanirbharta, that is translated means protective self-reliance to Indian industry. Enhance outlays on healthcare and infrastructure. Who can argue with that? Sell a few more public sector shares, etc., etc., etc. This is too trite, too tried, too tested, too tired. Now is the time to think out of the box. It's the time to cut taxes. With the economy contracting 8%, about 8% this year, but bouncing about 10% next year, financial year 21-22, that's the next financial year, could be identical to financial year 19-20. So, we should drill down into the numbers of 19-20. The central government collected nearly 20 lakh crore rupees in corporate, plus personal income, plus GST, plus excise taxes that year. Now, after handing over approximately 6.5 lakh crore to the states, the centre kept about 13.5 lakh crores with itself. Now, just like the Maharashtra government cut stamp duties by 60%, from 5% to 2%, 60%. What if the central government were to announce a one-time, one-year tax cut of 50% in financial year 21-22? That's theoretically giving a demand stimulus of about 6.75 lakh crores, or about 3% of GDP. Now, what would happen? Everything from houses to cars to alcohol to apparel to gym equipment to whatever would become significantly cheaper. And that demand booster could add an extra 10 or 20 lakh crore to economic output. And that's something that we can benchmark and draw some inference from on how Mumbai's property market reacted to the duty cuts. Now, such a huge demand jump would inevitably add about an extra 1 to 2 lakh crore in additional taxes for the central government as the Laffer curve kicks in on the extraordinary spike in private consumption expenditure. So, the additional fiscal deficit, which are conventional policymakers, they dread that. That could drop from what they would call heretical 3% to the far more acceptable 1 to 2% of GDP. Therefore, to conclude, dear Finance Minister Sitharaman, this is the time to shed convention, dogma, shed fear and stasis. Yes, I accept that I've exaggerated a bit for impact, but the principles I've enunciated are inviolable. If 50% is a tad too heretical for you, well, jumpstart with a 33% slash of taxes. If you want to, be a bit safe and hedge your bet, try it for a limited 6-month window. You know, the way you did the loan moratorium, a 6-month window, not the whole year. But do go ahead, surprise and delight yourself. और अगर यही विचार जो मैंने अभी आपके सामने रखे अंग्रेजी में आप हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारी हिंदी क्विंट की यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाइए और यही वीडियो आपको हिंदी में भी मिलेगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स you must not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel right now.